first of all, I just want to let y'all know that I'm not a Candiace fan. I'm not a Wendy fan. I'm not a anybody fan. The only person who I hard down, don't like, or don't see it for is Gizelle. Okay. And I have to say all that to say that, so I don't, because when I get into this now, I don't want nobody to be like, oh, you a Candiace fan? Oh, you defending Candiace? No. I'm calling it how I see it, okay? With that being said, Ashley, Darby, when I tell you, you wanted them raggedy, it is tied, busted, gutter snipe ass bitches I've ever seen in my entire life. Not only are you manipulative, you are a liar. You throw the rock and hide your hand. And bitch, you need your ass dragged from here to Potomac, baby. I'm telling you right now. Let's get into it, y'all. So we're back at the fallout. Now, praise God, right, for footages. Shout out to Jocelyn. Come on, footages. Okay? Praise God for the footages of the actual fight. All right? Praise God for the audio for the actual fight. Because this raggedy, tied-ass, bubble-headed bimbo bitch would have sat up here and lied and tried to make it seem like it was Candace's fault. Girl, we praise God for the footages. Praise God for the footages. Okay, so what I'm going to say, if you can't already tell, I believe this was a setup that raggedy ass Ashley put up, okay? First of all, did you see how Debora was dressed? Now, everybody and their mama was dressed cute, okay? This is a fashion, a material show, okay? Where Gizelle and Ashley were going to show off some materials they threw together, okay? The Sears fashion show. Shout out to Candace. I was hollering. Okay. This little material show where they was throwing with material on these women's backs. Okay. Everybody was dressed cute. Everybody was dressed like, oh my gosh, this is a potential fashion show, right? We want to dress up. Debora gets her ugly Sesame Street looking ass up there. Candace call that bitch Grover. That's what the fuck I'm finna call her. Grover, get her ass up in that motherfucker, okay? Dressed like she ready to fight. Did you see the piece that she had on? She had on a bodysuit. A bodysuit and her hair was pulled back. I said, when I went back to look at the original footages, I said, now how the fuck, after the whole fight happened, I said, now how the fuck Debora in this one piece? How's she in this onesie? That's what she wore to the damn event? Oh, no, this bitch was planning to fight. Her hair was pulled up in a bun. I said, oh, no, bitch, you was ready to fight. How was your hair pulled up in a bun, leaving the scene? You in a onesie, leaving the scene, but your ass was there to just have a good time. I said, no, that bitch was ready to fight, okay? The bitch was ready to fight, all right? Now, as Grover is walking away, she telling a story and she telling everybody, oh, you know, she was calling me to help. She was, you know, saying that I'm the help and I'm a this or that and all this other stuff. I said, now, wait a minute. Wait a motherfucking minute. Hold up. Wait a motherfucking minute. Wait a minute now. Why did you leave out the part that you said Candace and Wendy was over there talking about you? That would be an integral part of the story to justify why you ran up in Candace's face. Y'all notice she left that part out of the story, right? She ain't say nothing about that because that bullshit ain't happen. That's why. Because let me tell you something. If I run up in a bitch face and I start to fight, okay, I'm fighting. I'm telling the story as to why the fuck I rolled up in her face, okay? All right? The bitch was over there talking about me. I heard her over there talking about me. So when I went over there and I said, what's up? What's going on? Right? It went from there, okay? It went from A to Z. That's what happened. That bitch when she was telling Ashley and all the rest of the people that was crowding around her, she left that part out because that shit ain't happened. That's why she left it out, okay? And whoever that raggedy hoe was in that lime green dress, I don't know who that bitch was, but bitch, if I was Kiana, I would have an ass whooping waiting for that hoe too. Let me tell you, that lady pulled Kiana down. Now, first of all, Kiana was getting into Grover ass. If y'all see the footages on Twitter, when I tell you Kiana was giving that bitch a 2-piece and a biscuit, when I say walking the motherfucking dog on that hoe, walking the dog on that bitch. And then she pulls Kiana down to the ground and lets Debora get on top of the girl. I said that bitch need an ass whooping too. I don't know who that hoe was, but she needed ass whooping too, straight up, okay? So According to Wendy, we getting the accounts from all the different women. Ashley talking about some she ain't see nothing. Now, if you go back and you look at the footages, Ashley was standing right there. Matter of fact, when Candace grabbed the champagne bottle, Candace was way over in the corner. Like, girl, what the fuck you gonna do with this goddamn champagne bottle from way over there? All right, Ashley didn't even. She was like, girl, put the damn bottle down. So Ashley saw the whole thing, but want to sit up here and try to tell us she ain't see nothing. I said, you's a raggedy bitch. I ain't never seen one. If I ain't never seen one, okay? So according to Wendy said she heard and she saw, she hear, but you know how you see somebody talking and they getting all hyped and it's real spicy they talking, but you don't really know what they saying, right? You see them over there getting real hyped with themselves, but you don't really know what's being said. Wendy said, I saw it, I felt like I heard the information was spicy, but I don't know exactly what said because the music was loud, so I couldn't hear nothing. Next thing I know, Grover come over there and get up in Candace's face. I said, that's in alignment with the audio. All right. I'm going to say that a couple times. When I hear these accounts, when I'm hearing what these women are saying, I am aligning it with what the audio is, what was released from the audio. What does the audio say and what does she say that aligns with the audio? If it don't align with the audio, then I don't know if I can believe your story, mama, because mics was still on. So some of this shit that Debora said, I'm like, okay, well, if they was over there talking shit about you, then why the fuck we didn't hear that on the motherfucking mic? Girl, please. Anyway, we moving on. Girl, Kiana, baby, when I tell you, I said, I know that Debora, a.k.a. Grover, hit that girl with glass because the way that she was bleeding, first of all, Grover was not getting hardly no licks in, okay? So I know that it had to have been from glass for all that blood to come out. Grover hit that lady with glass, all right? Kiana had me hollering. She said she throws a drink at me, turns around, grabs the glass, hits me in my forehead. My face? Are you okay? I said, Kiana, tell them. She said, they were talking about no fight. There was no fight until you hit me in the head with the glass. I said, I know. That's motherfucking right. Bitch, you started it, ho. And you finna get, and I'm finna finish it. I said, oh no. And had it not been for that raggedy tight ass bitch and that raggedy tight ass green ass dress that had, bitch, Grover would have got, child. Cause baby, you was not stopping Kiana. Baby, them two pieces was coming. Okay, them two pieces and the biscuit. Bitch, please. Anyway, Ashley says, the tensions between Debora have been bubbling. Between Debora and Candace have been bubbling. Debora is my homegirl. The club is huge. Why, you can stay over there. Everybody, there's room for all of us. Even if you don't like somebody, you don't have to. If that's the case, then your friend should have known to stay her ugly ass over on the other side of town. Okay? But no, she brought herself over here so she could start some shit. Dressed ready to fight is what it was. Okay? And the thing about it is, I don't know how Debora has a problem with Candace when it's Debora that's the one that was lying on Candace's husband, saying that the man was flirting on her. And again, praise God for the footages. Praise God for the footages that showed Chris wasn't paying her no never mind. Okay? Girl, I say these, baby, if it wasn't documented, don't believe these hoes, okay? If we don't go off none of their narratives, because these bitches will lie to your face, okay? So, after the fallout, Karen goes to the hospital with Kiana. Kiana was a G. She was a G. Wendy was pissed off. Everybody was pissed. Like, what the fuck happened? Ashley, girl, why the fuck did you allow this woman to come? And I'm going to get into it. And even to solidify how I know Ashley played a role in this shit, okay? One, Debora came in there dressed in a onesie. The bitch was ready to fight. She ain't have on no fashion. She ain't have on nothing cute. Now, not to say she can dress well, because the last episode I saw her in, she had on a pink button down, and I was like, bitches, what is this? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But again, she was dressed like she was ready to fight. She looked like she had on workout clothes, okay? Anyway, okay, so we get to the Monarch party. All the girls are coming to celebrate the photo shoot. The pictures were cute, but again, I would say that some of the placement in terms of like Mariah Carey, I was looking at Robin like, she don't look nothing like no damn Mariah Carey, okay? Who else? Pam Grier. Mia was supposed to be Pam Grier. She don't look nothing like no damn Pam Grier. She look like Mia. Okay, so that was my only takeaway. The photos was cute, but they ain't look like none of the icons that they said they was trying to look like. Charrisse gets there with the boot on. And that tight ass wig. Now, I don't know who that was. I think it was Karen's friend Cookie. This is some shit I would do with my homegirl. Like, when the hell she wore that shit was she wearing that shit the other day? Karen told me, I don't know. I don't know why I was hollering, baby. Cookie had to clock the light. Bitch, what the fuck that bitch wearing? Why she got on a boot? What? Nothing wrong with her. Exactly, girl. Anyway, so Charrisse get there, claim her foot got stomped on, so that's why she in a boot. I said, girl, go away. Okay, Charrisse. Anyway, Ashley gets there. She actually looks good. I like this dress, that raggedy tied ass bitch. She got on, the dress looks cute on her. It looked cute. The dress that she wore to the Monarch party. Okay. Debora is on social media after, all the girls are getting together and they're, seeing Debora doubling down on social media, taunting Kiana, just being real immature. Now, mind you now, Ashley is saying, it's my homegirl. I've known her. Our kids play together. I care about her. I care about her feelings over Candace because I've known her longer, etc. And after the doubling down on social media, I have to take a pause with my friendship with Debora just because of that. And I'm thinking to myself, now, after Debora then sat up here and lied on Candace's husband, trying to say that this man was flirting with her, you ain't have no problem with Debora doing some shit like that. But when she went to embarrass you, to double down on the fact that this could have been a setup that y'all asses came up with to come at Candace with the bullshit, that's where you back off and be like, I'm gonna have to put a pause on the relationship. I said, oh, Ashley, you need your ass beat. You really do. Okay. Anyway, Gizelle gets there. She updates Karen on the status of her dad, and she's thanking Karen for checking on her and making sure that everything is okay. I'll touch on that in just a second because I feel like Gizelle was trying to garner sympathy, but I'm like, girl, you don't even like these women. Anyway, we'll get into that in just a second. Charrisse is talking to, that's it, Ashley, Gizelle, Charrisse, and their friend Cal is the mutual friend of Kiana and Gizelle and Robin. So they're talking, and Ashley brings up the fact that Candace had a champagne bottle in her hand. I said, Ashley, there you go. There you go, you raggedy, tired ass bed wench. Okay? You automatically, nobody talked about Candace having a champagne bottle in her hand. Why? Because this shit wasn't important to talk about. Why was it not important to talk about? Because Candace wasn't finna do a motherfucking thing with this shit anyway. She was so far away from the girls, it wasn't even funny. And by the time Candace had picked up the damn champagne bottle, Kiana was already giving the bitch a 2-piece. So what are you talking about? You made it seem like that Candace had picked up the champagne bottle right when Debora was in her face and she was trying to hit the girl. Like, y'all, are you fucking kidding me? Be fucking for real. Be fucking for real. Anyway, so Gizelle interrupts and says, are you not concerned, Ashley, that this fight, tarnishes our brand, the G&A brand? It's really unfortunate that that's happening, and she says, well, my friend Debora said that she heard Candace and Wendy over there talking about her. And so when she asked her to, say it to my face, what's going on, that's where it escalated. I said, all right, Ashley. Okay, Ashley. And then, of course, because we talking to Gizelle and Robin, or Robin doesn't get there, because we talking to Gizelle and Charrisse, right? Those hoes don't give a damn about Candace, so they'll sit up there and be like, oh, well, if she can't handle talking about somebody, right? And Cal was like, well, you need to be prepared for whatever is going on. You talking about somebody, you taunting them, you need to be prepared for the fallout. So you mean to tell me talking trash about somebody is warranting you putting your hands on that person? Girl, okay. In what world? Our grown-ass world? I said, Cal, shut the fuck up. Who are you? Who are you? Go sit down, okay? And if you're Gizelle stylist, you need to have several seats because you be fucking her shit up all the time, okay? Anyway, so Ashley again is telling the story about how Debora told her that Wendy and Candace was, talking about her, saying she was this, that, and the third. And I said, but Ashley, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Because the section wasn't that big, okay? Did you hear Ashley or Candace and Wendy talking about your friend? Did you hear it? Not what Debora said, because guess what? Debora be lying. So Will with Walters get there. I feel like he got a little bit of a crush on Mia because Mia walks in. I feel like he got a little crush on Mia. I was picking up the vibe from the last episode when they were doing the photo shoot. I was looking at him like, okay. Anyway. So Robin gets there. Robin looks cute. All right. And in Robin's confessional, she says it's unfortunate that Kiana is over there fighting someone else's battle. Typical Robin. Of course, she would say that. Y'all heard Karen over there shading the shit out of Robin. I'm telling you. or forever and have her foot on Robin's neck. And I'm not mad at it. Anyway, so Ashley and Crystal have a conversation, and Crystal is Candace's sister. And when I tell you, Crystal politely said to Ashley, if I ever see that bitch in the street, I will politely hand her every ass whooping she deserves. That's basically what Crystal said. You know, your friend made me mad. Your friend really upset me, and I don't want to have to, okay? I don't want to have to whop on her either, okay? So you best keep your friend away from my sister. She ain't say all that. I put my own little spin on that, but essentially, okay, that's what was said, all right? Anyway, here go Ashley. You know, I'm upset too. These are two people that I care about, and I don't want them getting into a fight. I said, now, bitch, why the fuck you ain't say that with Giselle and Charrisse them? Why the fuck did you go back and try to, like, skillfully try to put in some sort of, you know, guilt on Candace? Try to tack in maybe some story about Candace instigating the situation. Say, oh no, this bitch knows what she's doing. Anyway, so Candace gets there with her Mama Dot. I said, I know that's right. Bring reinforcements, because you never know when this bitch might try to set your ass up again. You never fucking know, okay? So Candace in a confessional says, you know, we successfully made it through the Sears fashion show, bitch. I died. I get up off of them. Not too much on Sears. Not too much on Sears. So she also recounts the event, which aligns with the audio. She says that Grover rose up on her. She was minding her business. Grover rolls up on her saying, you got something to say to me? She was literally like, get this lady away from me. Get this lady away from me. Get her away from me. I don't want to talk to her. Please get her away from me. Move. I don't talk to the help. I don't talk to the help. Right? And then she says that Grover lunged at her. Again, aligns with the audio, because that's exactly what we heard. Okay? We didn't hear nothing else. We heard that. All this old Candace and Wendy over there talking about me. We didn't hear none of all of that. We didn't hear Candace and Wendy talking. The mics were on. We didn't hear none of that. Anyway, so Candace says in her confession, she says, somehow it's going to become my fault. I said, Candace, you know it. Girl, it sure did. It sure became your fault. For how it did, I don't know, but it did. All right. Wendy arrives. Wendy and Eddie, when I tell you the style that drips from them is outrageous. Stylish couple. I love the way they dress. Come on, okay? Wendy says, how can we sit up here and kiki when just a few days ago we were up at the emergency room till 4 a.m? Like, I'm disturbed. I'm not okay. Let's have a conversation. She said, I'm going to try to wait for it to, for everybody to give time to have a good time, but I'm ready to talk about this as soon as possible, okay? And so all the girls are sitting there. They're talking. Karen and Candice and Wendy are talking, and Karen brings out the fact that Debora is mad at the wrong person. Debora was lying about Chris flirting, and she needs to point the finger at herself, okay? She was the one that started the bullshit with Candace in the first place, all right? And so Wendy was like, you know what? I have a lot of questions. I'm going to wait till things kind of simmer down, give everybody an opportunity to have a good time, but I have questions, okay? Aneka gets there, bitch, I would have hid in a closet. You mean to tell me that y'all said I don't know her and y'all want me to come up and show up being here? Bitch, no, girl. No, sir, I would not be able to show. I ain't gonna be able to come. I'm not gonna be able to make it. You know how embarrassing that is? That is so embarrassing. Anyway, Charrisse has a conversation with Candace. I need Candace to know Charrisse is not her friend. Charrisse is not her friend. Charrisse brings up the fact that Candace picked up a champagne bottle. I said, girl, why are y'all even talking about this? Why are we even fucking talking about this? Just because Candace picked up a champagne bottle, she had every right to do it, because guess what? Debora threw a drink at her. So if you sat up here, if your friend Cal can sit up here and say, well, Candace need to be prepared for whatever happens next if she talking shit, right? Well, then if somebody throws a drink at you, then don't you also in turn need to be prepared for whatever the next person does? So Charrisse over here trying to chastise Candace for picking up a champagne bottle after the lady physically assaulted her. Girl, Charrisse, go limp your ass on somewhere. Go limp your ass over to a wig master, girl, in Maryland, because bitch, your shit is tired, okay? I'm sick of her. I'm done with her. Moving on. So all the girls get together. They want to clear the air. Wendy says, you know what? I'm glad y'all walked over here. Hell, even Aneka, I'm glad you walked over here. I want to say to you, Ashley, that clearly your friend had an agenda. And I am going to agree with Wendy. Clearly this bitch had a motherfucking agenda. Because how the fuck you roll up to a goddamn event and you not even dressed like you're about to go to an event? You look like you about to go work out, which in turn means you looking like you trying to work somebody out, okay? Anyway, When Ashley gets to start talking, she says, I'm not going to take ownership of my friend's behavior. Y'all saw Karen's face in the background like, bitch, I know girl, okay. Bitch, okay. Karen is a key to me. Karen is a key. Wendy makes an amazing point, okay? Which is going into my third piece as to why I know Ashley set this bullshit up, okay? Wendy makes a great point. Wendy says, Candace said multiple times throughout the night to get this lady away from her, okay? Before the event started, get this lady away from me. Get her away from me, right? She said, Aneka, Kiana, and me, I went around the table to make sure that I pulled Debora, aka Grover, out of Candace's face. Ashley, you did not do that. Why did you not do that? And that's my question for Ashley. Ashley, you see your friend going up to Candace trying to start a fight with Candace. This is your friend at your event. And instead of trying to diffuse the situation for real, because Ashley sweat up and down, she tried to diffuse it. But I said, bitch, you wasn't even trying to pull Debora out of Candace's face. So when Candace said, please get her away from me, Ashley, you should have came in and intervened and pulled Grover away out of Candace's face. You didn't do that. So not only did you not care about fucking up your own shit up at your event, you planned for Grover to be in Candace's face. Because again, if I'm sitting here at my event and I see my friend about to get in somebody's face at my event, I'm immediately going to try to stop them. I'm immediately pulling my friend away from everything. First of all, girl, you're not going to be fucking up the thing over here because this is business. But off the strength of this just being your event alone, bitch, why the fuck you ain't pull her up out of that girl face? Girl, you's a fucking girl. Stop it. Stop it right here, okay? So Ashley says, I just feel like I don't want to take responsibility for it. And then Mia brings up the fact that like after the liquor wore off, that bitch got online and doubled down. And everybody was like, yes, she still doubled down. And here go Ashley. Well, after all of that, I also, I had to pull away and take a pause on my relationship. After all of that, I had to take a pause on my relationship with Debora because of that. I just, I don't get down like that. Girl, and Ashley in the confessional, Debora was telling me that, Wendy and Candace were talking about her and maybe perhaps Candace just goes too far. Ashley, you need your ass beat. Girl, you need your ass whooped. Okay? Karen tells Ashley a level of trust has been broken. The precedent that you have set basically says that anybody who wants a piece of us can roll up on us and try to fight us. And that is not how things need to be. Okay? You can't bring your raggedy friends around here trying to fight us, bitch. Basically, that's what Karen said it much nicer, classier than that. But that's how I feel, okay? And I don't know what the fuck Mia was talking about. Okay, because the devil wears Prada. Bitch, shut your ass. Bitch, you got too much going on over there at your house. You need to hush up, okay? You need to be quiet, okay? Anyway, Aneka over there making faces as Wendy talking. I'm looking at Aneka like, girl, you on the show. Why the fuck do you care? Like, girl, you're on the show now. Why do you care if Wendy didn't want you to be on the show? Like, girl, give it up. Girl, give it up. Anyway, Giselle wants to take the time out to make it about her in this moment and says, thank you for everyone who reached out to me. It's the right thing to do. That's what Karen says, basically trying to slight Wendy and Candace for not reaching out. I'm like, Giselle, had Candace or Wendy reached out to you, you wouldn't have even accepted it. Bitch, you weren't even trying to say hey to Wendy when she first walked in at the event. Girl, stop. I was like, Giselle, why did you take this moment to make it about you? I understand you going through something with your daddy, but girl, this was not the time. Please. Especially with girls you don't even like. So you want them to kiss your ass. Girl, anyway. Mia and Gordon, bitch. Here's the thing. I try to hear what Mia says, but Mia lies so much that it is so very hard for me to try to defend what the girl says, okay? So they're asking in the confessionals, they're asking Wendy and Eddie, what happened with Gordon? So apparently, according to Eddie, Gordon was calling all the men, wanting to get in touch with the wives so that he can spill tea about Mia, okay? And Eddie thought that it was just them having a fallout or whatever, not no real shit. He was just, acting out, responding to some shit that Mia did. They was just having a little spat. Things would be fine. Next thing you know, articles and headlines and everything, and everybody and their mama talking about how Mia and Gordon are going their separate ways. Okay. So they do a shot of Mia on the laptop in her daughter's room. She comes out and and commences to get into some bullshit with Gordon, okay? So, y'all, side note, Mia look like Sesame Street to me as well. The only thing is her eyebrows ain't crazy looking and her eyes aren't as crazed looking as Sesame Street, but Sesame Street and Mia could be some kin to me. They really could. They really could be some kin. Anyway, Mia says that her and Gordon officially separated in July. I don't know if that's the truth either, because the way she just took so long to answer that, I was just like, okay. Anyway, Gordon went to TMZ. I do remember that. I did a short on that where Gordon had went to TMZ, was basically saying I set up an arrangement with Mia as long as she was discreet about it and didn't get the kids involved. I don't mind her because he said that he had pancreatic cancer. So his eggplant don't eggplant like it used to eggplant. So he knows that, I'm going to give her an opportunity to go out there, have a good time, as long as she abides by those two rules. Okay. So Mia in the confessional says that she feels like Gordon was pissed off about the DR clip where Ashley asked Mia, did you marry Gordon for his money? And Mia says, I might have. So I guess that's the reason that pissed Gordon off and made him go to TMZ and try to spill tea on the girl. Anyway, so Mia's question is, how long do I have to sleep in Juju's room, right? And I'm trying to figure out, well, if you asked him to be here to watch the kids, where are you trying to sleep, Mia? Where are you trying to sleep? I don't understand. I don't know. And if it's temporary, because it sounds like Gordon was only there to watch the kids because Mia asked him to watch the kids, you can't just sleep in a separate room until, I don't know what Mia's objective was. I don't know. Anyway, Gordon slips out. Child, when I tell you this was a whole mess, I can't do word for word, bar for bar, because the shit was just a mess and all over the place. Anyway, Gordon says, you've been having an affair on me for 10 years. I said, well, bitch, you've been married for 11. Y'all asses have been married for 11 years. What is going on? Oh, God. He said, what does it look like a married woman living with a single man? Mia, you moved in with this man? Wait, what? Whoa. We need backstory. We need context. I need everything. These little bits and sound bites, bombs dropping here and there, girl. You need to sit down and tell us the full story, okay? And I want to hear from Gordon because Mia be lying, all right? So he said, and you get the kids involved. One of the kids was asking, I saw mommy sleeping with Mr. Ink. Now, we know Ink isn't his real name. It's something else, but he don't want to be called by that name. I kept trying to read people's lips to see what the name was, but I couldn't catch it. If you saw it, get down in the comments and tell me, okay? Because I just want to know. First of all, he is not attractive to me. He is not cute. Not at all. Anyway, so Gordon goes over the agreement. He says, this is what we talked about. You were supposed to keep it discreet. You were supposed to keep the kids out of it. You're not keeping it discreet. You're telling me about this man on the regular. You're getting the kids involved. And it's causing a problem, right? So he said, you're getting careless. Mia was like, well, and the reason why he said that is because Mia was like, well, if you've already agreed to this, why do you have a problem with it? He said, because you're being careless. I'm thinking, I said, Mia, girl, you had it set up. Girl, why? What is going on with you? So producers asked Mia, when did you rekindle your relationship? Because you saying that this was a high school lover or whatever. She said, April. I said, bitch, you lying. You are lying. Because if that's the case, like Gordon said, why the fuck does he feel like he could be Jeremiah, the oldest son's dad? Girl, when I tell you the mess. Gordon says, you know what, I feel like since you've been on this show, now that you have all this access to capital, you think I don't have it. And so now you're like, this is the perfect time to leave him. I said, ooh, personally, I feel like Gordon hit the nail on the head. Mia signed up, right? And said, okay, I'm going to be making some real money on this show. Okay, here we are. Gordon is ousted, right? Not being held accountable. Some of the things that he was doing to get him ousted out of the company. So now is my prime time to go ahead and stack my coin with all the money that I'm making from Bravo, okay? And I'm going to just go live with the man that I really want to be with, or the man that I want to be with for now, because quiet as it's kept, I feel like her and Will Walters, that editor, I feel like they got something going on too, girl. I'm not even going to hold you, okay? But anyway, so G says that Mia already served separation papers. I'm thinking to myself, sir, if she already served separation papers for you, love, baby, just end it. Baby, just let her go. Just let her go. Please. I beg of thee, let her go. Because she embarrassing you. You are embarrassing us. You are embarrassing to me. Okay? Please. Anyway, y'all get down in the comments. It has been so much going on so far. I believe Candace did an interview with People Magazine saying that she's not going to be on season 9. The Jasmine Brand came out and said that Robin is no longer going to be on RHOP. Like, I don't know what is what, but I will say if Candace leaves, not because I'm not a fan of Candace at all, but I do think that she is a good housewife. And honestly, I feel like the only person who actually needs to leave is Giselle. Child, it's girl, this too much, girl. This too much, y'all. Anyway, get down in the comments. Tell me what you think about the episode. Don't forget to like this video before you leave. Take care.